Market conditions shifting back to mildly bullish from mildly bearish yesterday, a little bit of an uptrend yesterday. We take a look at the momentum. We're stuck right here in the middle, which has been kind of the case now for the last few months, where we've gone from stuck in the middle to extreme to back in the middle, back to extreme, and breadth also stuck right here in the middle as well. So a little bit of a pullback here, but nothing. We continue to bounce and find some support. We did see a little pause in the buy-sell ratio from falling here. It was 4.1, or excuse me, 0.41 and 2. Now it's at 0.42 there as well. So we're still below 1. And again, below 1 means that we have this red above green, and that means that we've got essentially almost a 2-to-1 to the downside when it comes to the breadth on the sell side. So some weakness certainly happening here in the markets. We saw our sentiment line start to decline and weaken here now, bouncing now off of this 50% line, and also S&P 500, the SPY chart. When we look at that, we saw a pretty decent bottoming tail bar yesterday and some support happening right here at this level. So we've been talking about this support area. It held up yesterday and the day before. We'll see if we can get any follow through and confirmation that to that upside and make a shot at that new high there on SPY. Let's take a look at the Qs as well as the Dow. So a little bit of a tick down there, almost working towards a downtrend. Good solid confirmation yesterday on the Qs, and Dow is in that downtrend, but it's also reached the extreme level here and approaching that 236 range, which is that upper momentum zone. So we want to see some support starting to happen here on Dow as well. And if we take a look at bonds, we saw those have a little bit of a rally yesterday, and that's one of the things we've been watching the shorter term bonds rallied. Longer term bonds continue to sell off. Some support inside of that 618 support zone location, but it's also at an extreme in terms of momentum to the downside. So we may get a relief rally here in bonds in the shorter term. It may be a significant rally as well if there's some kind of catalyst or news item that the market would love as well. SHY, this is the shorter term bonds, gap lower a couple days ago and had a little bit more of a bounce here. Again, very extreme. So we could see this big sell-off in bonds start to pause right here and start to find some support. We're seeing sectors with continued weakness. We still have just that one energy sector in that uptrend. We had looks like one or two moved back from sell back to hold. So now we're starting to see this. Again, this really is representative of the breadth of the market as well, and that is just kind of flatlining with a slight bearish undertone to it at these levels. If we take a look at commodities, had a big run yesterday in gold, still almost 2%, working on new highs there as well. Same with silver, also getting a nice move. Now gold and silver seem to be moving in lockstep. That hasn't happened as much, but it is certainly happening now. And then USO, which is that oil fund, also working on a retracement currently. So all those commodity price patterns are still bullish and look quite good. SLX, which is the steel ETF. If we take a look at the muscle stocks group, some really nice looking generic drug and drug stock and medical biotech. BDTX, nice confirmation bar bouncing off of this 236 support area, that Fibonacci zone in that upper momentum location, increased volume there. That's a great example of a nice looking confirmation buy happening right at that 236 momentum zone. It allows you to set a stop loss just below that low point, and that defines your risk for that amount of a trade right there. Several other stocks right in that same category. TCRX, also very similar pattern, a little less strong than the first stock we just looked at, but still a nice looking confirmation move here as well. TARS, another medical bio stock, also good confirmation bar going through that buy list. Some really nice looking patterns there. Again, all medical stocks are coming back to life just a little bit here as well. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.